The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of Worldwide Digital Broadcasting Corporation.
This is CincinnatiBounty.com. I'm Alexia. Toxie. Oh my goodness. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas holiday. I heard some anecdotes, some stories over the last couple days about how some people just walked out of their families because of all the racist crap that their uncles and moms and dads were spewing.
Nice.
I had a almost political free weekend. My mom has become a big fan of Fox News, and not the news people, but the opinionators on there, because Fox News on its own as news is usually pretty good. It's the opinion people that make it horrible in my personal opinion to listen to. She thinks they're very colorful. That's why she likes them, of course. How about yours? Political free?
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about any of that shit.
That's good.
I didn't. I had no politics at all whatsoever.
Very cool.
It was great.
Did you get everything that you wanted for Christmas?
We'll go with a yeah. I mean, I don't really. My mom buys me some stuff, but that's about.
Did Santa bring you a gift?
No.
Doesn't Santa always bring you a gift?
No.
Oh, maybe it was somebody else I was talking to.
Yeah. I mean, I sit on Santa's lap, free will and willing, and I ask for things, but...
I'm like you. I don't really expect a lot. So when I get things, I'm really excited that I got them. Yeah. I did, for the first year in like the last couple of years or so, sent out Christmas cards this year to everybody that I knew whose address they had. I didn't have yours, so you did not get one.
That's okay. I still have Christmas cards to send out from 2004. So one of these years, we'll catch up, and I'll make sure you get some.
Well, as a calligrapher, I used to send out Christmas cards every year, but it wasn't getting me any business. So I said, "Fuck it, I don't want to do it anymore." But this year,
Did you make them indivially?
I did.
That's
well,
crazy.
No. I went and bought some cards, some really, nice cards that I liked, but I do the envelopes individually. Very fancy. Fancy-like. All fancy and pretty and colorful.
So fancy.
Yes. Sometimes too colorful. I got 5 kicked back to me out of the 20 that I sent. So
wow.
5 came back to me. I have to reseal them into a new envelope and send them out again. So...
Guys, I started the Ustream late, so if you're on Ustream,
you're on now, right?
We're on now.
All right.
I thought it was on. I could see myself. I'm like, it's going good.
I cannot read. Can you read the Facebook stuff here?
We have Timothy on there, Samantha May, and I just shared the video.
Oh, very cool.
So.
That's what I need to do. So you talk while I share the video.
So...
What was there anything fucked up for you over the holiday? Did anything super crazy that you want to?
It was. As always, it was super busy. I was still shopping on Christmas Eve at 5, 6 o'clock. I was actually in a store as they were closing it. So that's pretty typical. I will tell a little funny story though. On Christmas Eve, my mother takes us and my sister and her 27 children out to a Chinese buffet. And so crazy, it's always crazy. She really does have a gaggle of kids. She could have her own sports team. And my poor kid was stuck sitting at the table with them, and she kept trying to edge over for some adult conversation. I'm like, get back there. You hold down that fort. You get back there. So I just feel that that's something she needs to have, as an only child. She needs to have that pleasure of being at the kids' table and dealing with the chaos. But it gets kind of crazy and funny, and I say super inappropriate things that makes my mom's fiance blush, and at one point he's like, I think I have a headache and I have to go out to the car and get medicine.
Is he going out smoking a doob or something?
No, he just kind of walks away and he's like, no. But like at the end, and this happens often, I don't know why, but I get my fortune cookie and I open the fortune cookie and there's no fortune. And this is like a reoccurring thing to me. It happened not that long ago from Panda Express. It happened, everybody's going, this happened to you last year too, you didn't get a fortune. So everybody else is reading theirs, and my child got one that said, behind every woman is an able man, and behind that able man is another able man. And that one was meant for me, so I took it. And I just felt that if there are two able men back there, that was definitely meant for me. So my kid ended up without the fortune
My
cookie.
mind went somewhere completely different with that fortune.
Really?
Well, I've got George Michael on my brain. So.
I mean, I'm even okay with that. If those two able men are able to do other things back there, like, I'm totally on board with that as
I'd be
well.
totally okay with that if they would let me watch.
That's it. That's all you have to do. I'm so easy when it comes to that. Like,
That
I'm
is
not
one,
easy.
I think that's
I'm
one.
saying
Yeah.
I
think
am
that's
easy
one
about
thing.
watching.
That's one thing on my bucket list that I have not done is watch actual gay sex. Actual. I've seen
Right.
gay porn. That's no big thing, but I would love to see it like live.
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 Like, bam, right there.
Right there. Where I could pull up the chair with the popcorn. Yes, buddy.
Would you be eating popcorn or would you be enjoying the moment?
I would eat popcorn. It
you?
would be such a show for me.
I might eat popcorn too.
Yeah, as long as you know how a room smells after heavy duty lusty sex, that heavy
Right.
sex scent. As long as that is not overpowering the butter on my popcorn, I'm okay. Because sometimes you walk into a room and you can actually taste that odor in the air.
So, hashtag lusty sex scent, hashtag buttered popcorn.
That's how the year ends.
And so this is why people are like, oh, you were on that show. This is why. This right here.
Technically, that was very clean. I didn't
It was
mention any.
very clean.
I didn't say vagina or meat
should've.
flaps or penis or throbbing stick. I didn't say any of those words. So technically, that part was very clean.
I appreciate that you didn't say meat flaps.
You're absolutely right. That part absolutely needs to be clean.
Bam. So,
Wham!
Wham!
I can't chat for some weird reason.
You logged in? Yeah, you're
I
logged in.
believe I'm logged in. It says disconnected, but I think that was before.
Maybe you need to refresh.
Robin said I can't tell with you guys. Neither can we, Robin. Like, neither can we. This is very confusing.
So the only crazy thing that happened for my Christmas is, as last year, I was invited to my stepdad's mom's house.
Nice.
So it would be by my step grandma, right?
Mhm.
Her house for step grandma. So to her house for dinner, and she makes prime rib and lobster.
Whoa!
I saw that posted, and I wanted to drive and find you.
Oh my God. One of the greatest dinners, holiday dinners I've ever had. Holidays aren't huge in my house anymore. They used to be when we were little, but they're not anymore because we're all grown and we all work, and we'd rather have a double time than spend time with family.
I went to see Rogue One.
There you go.
I realized that's not a car.
It's Star Wars. Which we'll talk about a little bit here too.
God.
And yeah, I know, right? So the very next day, I got wham in my head again. So the very next day, it wasn't given away, but my mom called or had my dad text me and go, "Are you coming over for Christmas dinner?" This is on the 26th. I'm like, "What Christmas dinner?" They had made plans like 2 weeks ago about getting together for Christmas dinner on the Monday after Christmas.
So the day after.
Yeah.
So you had dinner and then dinner the next day.
Yes, I did.
And it wasn't the same dinner?
Well, it was prime rib and turkey at my mom's.
But it wasn't like leftovers in the Ziploc
Nope.
in your fridge?
Nope. Fresh prime rib, fresh turkey, everything.
I'm
Awesome.
in awe. That is...
But I didn't know. I was completely unprepared for it because I found out driving home from my step-grandmother's house. No communication with me whatsoever. But that's okay. 2 great dinners, leftovers.
Wait, so if it was a last-minute invite, you didn't even have to bring anything?
I didn't bring crap.
I do the same though when I went to my mom's for Christmas dinner, and I said, "What can I bring?" And she's like, "Nothing, nothing, nothing."
She knows you, right?
She knows me very well, and so I'm like, "I can
For
buy
Thanksgiving, you were
something."
supposed to bring something
I was
special.
supposed to make mac and cheese. I have pinned all of these crock pot recipes, and I was supposed to bring that. And at the last minute, she's like, "Please don't." So I didn't. I did buy every year for Christmas. We always have appetizers before dinner, and it's kielbasa and cheese. So I did buy that, and I chopped it all by myself. Like I didn't even buy the pre-cubed. I know,
Right?
it's very
Yeah,
impressive.
because they sell those at the grocery
They
store
do,
with the
but-
crackers and the sliced
Nope,
cheese
I
and the
bought the
sliced.
chunk, cut it myself. Bought the kielbasa, cut it myself.
Nice.
And just to mention, Christmas morning, I made apple cinnamon pancakes that were divine.
From scratch or from a mix?
From a mix.
Okay.
But,
It still works.
But I chopped the apples myself. I diced them. No one got hurt. And I didn't have cinnamon. I must have thrown it away. But I had apple pie spice.
Oh, that works.
And it was even better than I could have imagined.
I was hoping. I heard you say that you were out of cinnamon. I'm hoping. Oh, let's hope she didn't put paprika in it. Let's hope she didn't use
No,
paprika in it.
paprika is what goes on your eggs. On deviled eggs. That I know. That one I do remember. So that's all I know what you use that for. But it's to make deviled eggs look nice.
Very good. Very good. So proud of you.
I was so proud of myself.
Are you going to make a resolution to do more cooking?
Hell no.
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 I'm a believer. Everybody always offers. They're like, I will teach you. Do you want help? You want to come over? At this point, I'm a little bit older than I, normally admit to. And if I'm not a good cook at this point, there's no hope.
You
Like,
know
it's
what would
done.
be right up your alley? Since you have gotten so great at chopping things up, stir fry.
I would be good at, well, I was a salad prep. My very first job was salad prep in a restaurant. And it was a
'Cause that's-
fancy restaurant, and I had to do all the chopping
That's
by
all
hand.
stir fry is. You chop a bunch of shit up, throw it in a pan in some oil, and add some soy sauce. Boom,
I've made
done.
stir fry, but I've bought the stir fry vegetables already chopped. Oh, at the Chinese buffet, they had one of those stir fry stations, and I've mentioned before that I'm very, very clumsy, and so I was grabbing, you put all your raw stuff on the plate, and I was grabbing raw pork, and then I accidentally dumped it all in the big vat of soy sauce. So,
Oh, goodness.
yeah.
Do you have any resolutions for next year that you are going to do?
I don't really do resolutions per se. I do goals. Resolutions are something that
So you use a soft term instead of the word
I use
resolution?
a soft term because with a resolution, you feel like if you messed up, you're done. If your resolution's to go to the gym, well, my resolution was to go to the gym 8 years ago, and I'm still I've really fucked that one up.
That is, besides lose weight, that is one of the number one.
It is.
Is one of the top 5
It is.
resolutions.
And when I actually really did used to go to the gym, for the month of January, it would be jam-packed. And then by February, you could get a machine again.
It's a ghost town.
Yeah. But I do have a couple goals. One is this year I did start doing yoga, but I want to do it more often.
Are you going to get into any kind of other yoga, like Bikram hot yoga or something?
I
or-
want to get through regular yoga first. Like, I want to master, I have zero balance, so there's a lot of balance ones, and I'm the one in class who's like, whoa, plop.
I just saw an ad
So-
for a comedic something yoga with Imhotep guy.
Yeah, no, so I'm not that advanced.
Okay. I don't know if that's advanced or not. There's just a bunch of Egyptian words like strung together into this kind of yoga.
Also, with the hot yoga, I get that. That's a great idea because you sweat out the toxins, but I hate to sweat to begin with. And I drip enough from regular yoga. Like, I'm the girl in class who is gross. Like, people next to me must look and go, like, at least I'm not that girl dripping on her mat. Like, I'm a sweater. And so I can't imagine purposely making it hotter. So
do more yoga.
do more yoga.
Anything else?
Yes, I I purchased a children's book writing course. And it's a 12-step course. It's 12 chapters. 12 chapters.
I like 12 steps.
Well,
Myself.
12-step is my other New Year's resolution. That's more of a non-optional one.
Yeah, it was written by Shel Silverstein.
Yeah. I love Shel Silverstein.
Me too.
I used to read those. We read them to my daughter. I'm still on course 1.
Is your goal to write a children's book?
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah, I already have
Hey,
the,
hook me up when you're done and I'll do some illustrations for you.
There you go. It'll be more of a, not a, I don't want it for geared towards children, more of like a. You know what I mean? I don't want to write it for 2-year-olds. I want something that's a little bit more preteen or a little bit more of like a mature child that reads on their own versus, you know, the parents reading to them.
Okay.
Although that would be great because then I could just write like duck, rooster, and like next one.
Hey, there's a couple of
Jump.
celebrities that did that. And
Yeah.
making lots of money hand over fist from
Exactly.
it. So.
So yeah. So I would like to finish that. I'd like to really start it. So that's one of my goals.
How do you keep track? Do you keep track?
Of that particular
Because
course.
you're setting a goal for 2017 to do more yoga and to get through this 12-step course
right.
of writing a children's book, right?
Yes.
So, how do you plan on seeing how you develop? Is it just going to be a mental thing where you just keep track of it in your head?
Right, it's
or?
more a mental thing. I mean, I'm not, again, this is why I don't do resolutions. Like, 1 year my resolution was to learn the banjo. I never even purchased the banjo. So I feel the fact that I already do yoga and I already have started the course and purchased the course, then at least I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit already on my way.
When did you stop doing the actual resolution thing?
When I wasn't fulfilling those resolutions. And we're talking about like the 3rd day.
So when was the banjo one? That
was when like Mumford and Sons became really big. And I wanted to start a garage band. And I wanted to play the banjo and I just needed to find the rest of the band, learn to play the banjo, and purchase the banjo. Probably not in that order. And I didn't get very far. So
what about you, Johnny Fever? Do you have any resolutions? Or do you make resolutions, number 1?
I do occasionally.
Yeah.
I just have one for this year, and that's impeach Donald Trump.
you personally?
But
you understand.
I just want to do my part.
Here's the thing though, if Donald Trump is impeached, then you have Pence.
No. Just because Donald Trump is impeached doesn't mean
That
he leaves
doesn't mean
office.
he leaves office. That's true. It doesn't mean he leaves office. But if he is to where he has to,
You have to take them both out.
see?
Please don't use that kind of language. You can use 12-step around here in reference to children's books, but don't talk about taking people out.
I don't think the owner of this studio would be very happy.
Right.
I think he'd be ecstatic.
So how do you have a plan for that?
Actually, no. I'm like Toxie. I don't make resolutions. I do have goals, things that I want to do for next year, and most of them involve the station.
www.dbtv.com. That's cool.
You're going to have some awesome changes coming up early in the year, huh?
Yes,
Some awesome.
yes. According to Mystic Mona,
Who's Mystic Mona?
So
she's
psychic.
a psychic that I had on Doing It with Styles a couple months
Oh!
ago. Oh!
No, she wasn't the one with the art ship, was she?
No. That was Sherry Maxwell Hopper. You mean the ghost ship?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, she's one of the artists down at, what's that? The Art Factory down there on Charleston? Yeah, why? What about her?
Oh, no, I thought that was the same.
No. Mystic Mona.
She a psychic as well?
Wait, she has an art studio down
Yeah,
there?
she's an artist. She has a
Is
yeah.
she also
Her
a psychic?
art studio, I bet you. Well, there's a bunch down there, isn't
Yes,
there?
there are.
Never mind then. There was an art studio across from my yoga studio. They're moving it now. But it had like the craziest art, and it was awesome to watch. Like, you know, every week.
Yeah, that was
something
hers.
a little different. Okay.
Well, because she is actually, they are remodeling her studio, so her stuff is in somebody else's studio, and they're in the process of moving it over there. But it's called Maxwell, Macsaul studio, and it's some foreign language.
But is she a psychic?
I
No,
thought she. I don't know why. I thought
No,
she
no,
was. I put
no.
That's what we'll do next week for sure. Do we have a guest next week?
We
Maybe?
do. We
Okay.
have the Mahal brothers from Mahal Empire.
Nice. We'll post that up on our.
Well, I'll get more
Facebook page
information
soon.
going out.
But next week, one of my favorite things to do is to. I am not a psychic, although I do read the tarot. That's how you say it, by the way. Tarot cards, as opposed to tarot cards, right? Because that's a root. Tarot. Tarot is a root.
Is it T-E-R-O-T?
is that the root of all evil, or
That's a root you can eat.
the root cause?
Tarot.
Is it square?
One of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things to do
We're
is.
not letting her get this out, are we?
Right.
What is she talking about? Just mumbling over there.
I love seeing what the famous psychics predict for 2017. And to review what the psychics predicted for 2016. So we'll do a little bit of that. I'll prep that for next
Oh,
week.
next week?
Yeah.
Cool.
What about our friend?
Bo?
Yes.
I should get Bo in here.
Should.
Although he did predict Hillary winning.
He did. And he predicted that, which one was it? He didn't predict Trump winning the primaries. He predicted,
Rubio.
thank you.
Yes. So, yeah. But I like doing.
Everybody has an off day.
Yeah, but he's not like. Well, no, he is a psychic, and
Yes.
he's really good on a personal level. You know, and I think any psychics, I hate saying this, but are usually pretty good on a personal level.
Right.
Yeah. Hey,
Just
did
on
you
the grand
see
level,
that
not
Alec
much.
Baldwin says that he wants to perform at the inauguration?
I did not see that.
He said he would love to perform there. He volunteered to perform there. If they will let him, he'll go there and sing a song if they'll let him pick the song. And he wants to sing "It's the End of the World as We Know It."
Leave that man.
I take it they're not going to let him.
I would seriously doubt it.
So let's get back to resolutions really quick here. So one of the things that resolutions have been going on for centuries, since the Babylonians, which is one of the very first civilizations on the planet, right? Resolutions were promises made to the Babylonian gods by their people or priests or whatever. I stopped doing resolutions a really long time ago because, like you, I promised myself I would learn guitar. I have a guitar sitting in my house, which I actually have. And
Where are we forming a band?
I don't know how to play the fucking guitar.
That's what YouTube is for. That is how I plan to learn how to play the banjo.
I have books. I traded calligraphy lessons for guitar lessons. Nada.
I have a guitar upstairs. My daughter played for one school year. She hated it. But I said, you have to, at some point, you have to play an instrument. And I was like, drums, triangle, I don't care what it is. You have to play an instrument.
I can do the tambourine.
Me too.
You know, I played the flute.
I play a hell of a tambourine.
You play the flute?
I played the flute.
I can do 3 blind mice on a flute. Oh, no, sorry, not a flute, a recorder.
I could do that too. But I played the flute for many, many, many years.
That's very cool.
I didn't play it well, but I played the flute.
I played the trumpet in high school.
And much like,
Yeah.
so much like you guys, ooh, a trumpeter. That's good tone right there.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
any of
I'd
those.
be a little more attractive if it was the tuba.
Eh,
Like that's skill.
Have you seen pictures of my last girlfriend? Yeah.
The vibration that you need to get a tuba going.
Yeah.
That's where the skill comes in.
So, one of the things that I did start doing, much like you guys, is I have goals. Things that you already do that you can slightly change, right? So instead of resolving to lose weight, set yourself a goal of, I want to lose a size or so many pounds. That way you can keep track of it, because that's how you stay on those kinds of things. Going to the gym, maybe not so much. My mom offered to buy me a gym membership. Thanks, Mom.
Which gym?
Whatever I wanted. I said no, that's okay. I've been through that cycle before.
I've given away many, many, many dollars to gyms that just use the money for, renovations or towel cleaning. I don't know.
That's
See,
right.
that's
Not
what
for
you're
me.
doing wrong. You got to give up the gyms and get the Johns
That's true.
because they give you money. Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Well,
that's right.
Don't you earn it for the Johns?
Pardon
So
me?
you're giving them money.
No. The Johns give you money.
Oh, okay.
It
never
can be
mind.
tricky, but you'll figure it out.
So one of the things that I
Lots.
started doing was, if I needed to make a change in my life, I would pick an easy way to do it. A lot of people that I know, more people than normal, have a problem with self-esteem,
Okay.
right? So one of the things that I did for myself, and I learned this many years ago, was learning how to take a compliment. Because people get complimented all the time. And their first thing is, oh no. And they do the shy thing and they hide their face, or somebody says, oh, what a beautiful blouse. And, oh, I got it at the Goodwill for $1.99 or whatever. And instead of saying thank you and then saying if you got it at Goodwill or
Right.
whatever, thank you, I don't think I look so great, but say thank you first, right? There was a post by bisexual.org on Facebook of a Tumblr post that I thought was one of the most amazing resolutions that you could make. So I'm going to read it. We got it from Steph, by the way. Steph,
Oh, okay.
I saw it on her page. So one of the things that you can do is, instead of saying things like I'm sorry, because that's like a throwaway phrase, right? You walk into a place, you go, oh, I'm so sorry for being late, or
I
I'm
saved
sorry.
that.
What's that?
I saved that.
Did you?
I'm a sorrier.
Yeah, I saw that.
You're-
I always
are you
say
a
I'm sorry.
sorrier?
Yeah, I'm a sorrier.
One of the things that you can do is start replacing I'm sorry's with thank you. Like, instead of sorry I'm late, say thank you for waiting for me. Or instead of sorry for being such a mess, say thank you for loving me and caring about me unconditionally. Because not only does it shift the way you think and feel about yourself, but also improves your relationships with others, who now get to receive your gratitude instead of your negativity. I think that is probably one of the most positive things that someone can do in their next year, right? Something like that, where you say thank you instead of I'm sorry. Learn how to take a compliment. When someone compliments you on something, just say thank you with a smile. If they press you for more information, or if they want to keep engaging you in conversation, then you can offer up more things, like you bought it at Goodwill for $1.99 or whatever. Because that'll keep you from spreading all your shit out there. It doesn't be spread out there in the first place. No one needs to know that you go to Goodwill all the time and buy your clothes from there, right? So,
That was a hard one. I mean, I do kind of what that says. Like, I say thank you if somebody compliments me, but it took a long time to get to that point.
It does. And it's very slow going, and you have to be conscious of it all the time. And recognizing a compliment, too. That's the other thing. There are a lot of times where I don't recognize stuff like that, so I have to stop and think about it. And a lot of times, just learning how to stop and think about things before you answer can solve a lot of your problems in the first place anyway. Another resolution, not resolution, but another thing that I worked on was being comfortable in silences. If we're not going to do it here on the air, but if we were sitting in a room
do it.
together, right? We were sitting in a room together and we had nothing to say to one another. You know how people will just fill the air with nonsensical talk about whatever because they don't feel comfortable in the silence with another person. If you have this issue with the person you're in an actual relationship with, a loving relationship, a sexual relationship, as it were, unless it's talking dirty or something. It can be more of a hurt to the relationship than a help. My personal opinion. So, being comfortable in silences is something that because if you're sitting in a waiting room, and you don't have your phone, God, I don't know what I would do without my phone. That would be another good another good goal to have, is to not use your phone so much. Buy a watch, so you don't have to pull out your phone every 5 minutes to check the time.
Are you really checking the time?
Most people
You have
don't.
an actual watch. I haven't seen one of those in years.
It's because I'm old.
Oh. Is it a Timex?
Yes. It takes a licking, but keeps on ticking.
So for someone who doesn't do resolutions, there
Me
is
too,
one
by the
thing.
way.
There is the one thing that I try to promise myself every year and I fail. And that's stop being a procrastinator. I am a horrible, horrible, horrible procrastinator. I still have dishes from before Christmas I haven't done yet. I don't know how to fix that. I'll take some hints from the audience.
Yeah, I'll take those too, because I'm also a procrastinator.
Here's the hint. Buy Nikes.
Why Nikes?
Just do it.
This was no way
I'm
endorsed by Nike.
I'm going to turn my mic off now.
So a couple of things that we posted in our timeline.
Let's see really quick. Timothy's also he's religiously sorry. I am too. I say sorry. I have said sorry to inanimate objects. I've tripped and been like, sorry. Oh wait, that's the curb. The curb should be apologizing to me, not the other way.
Now that next time you trip on something and you go sorry to something inanimate, just stop for a second and think, I just apologized to something inanimate. Which means I use the words I'm sorry carelessly. It means it doesn't mean crap. If you were to steal my boyfriend, which I don't have, or to accidentally knee me in the face,
it doesn't make the other sorry's not genuine.
But see, the thing is, if I see you apologizing to inanimate objects all the time for being a dick, and then you're a dick to me and you say, I'm not going to trust your I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So if you can think of it as portraying yourself, portraying your honor, portraying your character.
But I'm always really sorry.
Same with I love. I love ice cream. I love I love my kitty cats. I love John.
Why can't you love them?
You can, but if you carelessly throw away the words I love you, have you ever made the mistake of meeting someone for the first time or barely knowing someone and just inadvertently say, oh, I love you too?
God, no.
There have been plenty of people do that.
I've done it on phone conversations. When you're talking to somebody, whether it's in a business, and I just say, okay, bye-bye, love you.
No.
And then I go, what?
And it's because you tend to throw the term out there just loosely. It becomes more of a casual thing, an everyday thing, and so your word means nothing. Make your words mean something.
I don't necessarily believe that. I see where you're coming from, but I don't feel that, if I were to say to you, I love you, and then I say to you, I love you, that it makes anyone less, because I've said it about many things, that it makes mine disingenuine when I say it to, you guys. That's just my belief.
Sure.
But I can love a lot of things. I do love things.
I love a lot of things as well. I just don't throw it out there all the time anymore. I will say without a hesitation, a heartbeat of a hesitation, I love my kitties. I love my kitties.
Like, I love tacos, and I love kitties, and I love cat videos, and I love my daughter, but it doesn't make it my love for her any less because I love tacos so much. Like, it doesn't. I have plenty to give. I have plenty to give to my tacos and to my child.
What about you? Do you love you?
I do.
Good for you.
That took a long time, though.
Yeah.
That was something that took well into my 30s. And considering I'm 29, that was... we're foreseeing the future, so...
All right, what do you want to talk about? I'm done.
Well, that was it. So this has been great. Happy New Year.
No, let's... I was going to go to things that we've posted on our Facebook page.
Can we touch on this really quick first?
Yes.
Before we jump off of it, because we were talking about resolutions, and so I just wanted to share the top resolutions that aren't followed through on. So the top broken resolutions include probably the pretty common ones: lose weight and get fit,
Right.
quit smoking, learn something new, eat healthier and diet, get out of debt and save money, spend more time with family, travel to new places, be less stressed, volunteer, and drink less.
I actually read quite a few articles on resolutions. Forbes has this line. It's like 10 different, and they're written for 2017, different resolutions, the ways to get through it, ways to make them more positive, and how to fulfill them better. A lot of it is... most people, when they make resolutions like getting fit or learning something new, it's a matter of setting time aside for that. And if one week they can't make the time that week, or they don't wish to make the time that week, then it doesn't get done, they feel like a failure, and that's why it fails. Mm-hmm. So a lot of it is like, I know a lot of writers who say, I'm going to set aside an hour a day just to write. And then they get to that 1 hour that they're supposed to, and their cat needs feeding or the dishes need doing or whatever, so they never get around to it, so then that's it for the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. It's a matter of sticking to your timetable. If you are going to set a time to write every day for an hour, or study something for an hour, or to, watch more YouTube videos for the hour, actually do that thing, right? And I'm like that meme that says you go on YouTube to learn how to change a windshield wiper, and then learn how to end up 15 hours later learning how to talk to a giraffe.
Yeah.
That's me. I am so there when it comes to that. I think it's a good thing to learn something new. I think it's a good thing to spend more time with your family. I think it's a good thing to travel more. But you can start in smaller increments.
Right.
There
is one thing that I do believe. I love that every new year is a fresh start.
Every day.
If you want it to be. Every day
Every day is a fresh start.
But in my mind, and I know many people follow the same philosophy.
The demarcation of a certain day.
Right. The fact that, once that time clicks over, that it's like you have a brand new opportunity. Now, realistically, no, it's just another day.
Just another day.
If you're an asshole on the 31st, you're still going to be an asshole on the 1st. That's not going to change at midnight. I totally get
that.
Thanks
for calling me out, Toxie.
But, I do believe that for many, it gives them the at least the vision or the feeling that it's a chance for a fresh start.
Right.
I'm definitely one of those people. So again, I'll still be an asshole the next day, but
it's like Mondays. Mondays are a time is a new day for
it's a fresh week. It's
fresh
a fresh
week.
Start.
Yep.
I used to, back when I used to diet a lot, and I had done every diet. I once went in and I was with a counselor when I was about to have surgery, and they said, "What diets have you done?" And I list them all down. And it was everything. I was like, I've done the Subway diet. I've done the
Scarsdale, grapefruit.
Yeah, everything. The Atkins, all of that. And then I go, and then the Monday diet. And she was like, what's the Monday diet? And I'm like, I'll start Monday. That used to be my favorite one.
And then Monday and Tuesday you're good with yogurt and a banana, and then Wednesday
it all goes to shit. It was like Monday by the afternoon when I'm like, wait, I'm at McDonald's. I'll start next Monday again. That's why the Monday diet kind of screwed me. So, yeah.
All right. Anything else with resolutions?
That is.
Why don't you guys give us your Can you read those? You guys give us your resolutions. Do you guys have any resolutions for?
That's Angel letting us know that from Resurrection of Ruin. She was on the stream, but now in Facebook. So I can't. If you're saying anything in stream for some reason, it's not letting me see or chat. It's weird.
Technical issues.
Technical issues.
Can you
and it won't
refresh?
even let
Will it bother
we'll lose our feed.
Okay.
So come over to Facebook if you wanna chat.
I don't know if you have it in file, but we have a song. Oh, you don't have the new version. I did not send you the new version. But Angel from Resurrection of Ruin wrote a song many years ago called Big Girls Rock, and we used it as our closing theme for many, many years, or a couple of years at least. And she has a new band now, Resurrection of Ruin, and they did a remake of the song.
Oh.
I will send you the copy.
Send me a copy.
And we'll have that
We'll
playing.
play it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So, but you can go to Resurrection of Ruin on Facebook and go listen to the song. They just posted it, I believe, on Reverb Nation, and so you can go listen to it. They have links there for all their music. So, we love that song. We love Angel. We got to meet her. She came to town. Her and her old band came to town, so we got to spend the day with her. It was very cool.
Awesome. I haven't met her. This was
this was just before you.
PT.
Speaking of just before you and you. So Toxie was out searching the internet for porn, probably.
Probably porn. If I'm searching the internet, it's a 95% chance it's porn.
And found the very first time that you appeared on Sin City Bounty. At the
did.
time, it was the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We were doing interviews at an event,
Right.
and you were wasted.
I clicked on it. I kind of forgot about it. Because I always think the first time I was on the show of, I believe the very first episode I was on, Rodney was on. Rodney LaCroix, who has, he's in the process of some more books coming out.
Right.
Vasectomy Diaries.
Used to do the
soccer coach.
Used to do the cock block segment on our show.
Yeah, he did the cock block segment. Has a lot of other really, funny and hilarious books out. So check him out. Rodney LaCroix, author. But something had come up about him being in Vegas 3 years ago, and I realized, my goodness, I've been on then for 3 years. But I went back to find some older videos, and I found even well before that I was drunk at an event, and you guys interviewed me, and
you were kind of
that's
creepy.
it. I was so creepy. I admit it. That what I do at these events, if you watch it, I talk about the fact that my whole goal for coming to this event was my very first time there, and my goal was to make friends. And you guys had asked me, how are you doing with that? And I said, well, I actually have, quite a few friends already here, and I'm not really good at making the new friends that I just keep walking up going, hi, and then walking away, or like they walk away. So I've gotten much better. I'm pretty good now.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
I've improved that a little, but I was very creepy. I was just the girl who was like, hi.
And we gave you a nickname, or did you give yourself the nickname?
In listening to it, it kind of came out. The creepy part came from me telling that. I do not know where one part of it was. I won't tell the full name because it has my real name. I use my real info.
I'll see if I can go and change that so it's
let's see
no
if you
longer.
can change that.
Yeah.
But Lushalicious or something was part of it.
I wrote it down. It is Lushalicious. Lushalicious.
So if anyone knows my real name, I watched it earlier. I was dying. I was talking about what Sweet Cheeks was on, and she wanted a threesome with me and my ex-husband. And I was super drunk, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Anything to make friends, right?
That was it. I'm like, if you can introduce me to people, I will totally do it.
I will admit, I have been around Toxie even in the last year or so, where she has been very drunk, and you still come off as creepy. And I'm referring specifically to the last time we went to the Red Rooster together. I think that's just something that happens when you drink. Maybe you're so much better at it now because going into the event, you're not drunk starting out the night.
No, I was at that event. I was already drunk when I sat with you guys.
It's the drunkenness that makes you creepy.
If we're referring to the same night, because I can't quite remember the last time, I think the issue that night was I was drinking something other than my usual, and I got really mean.
You did.
I got really mean.
There was an antagonist there as well,
right,
to set you off in the first place.
And then I did. I said things I wouldn't normally say because I don't consider myself a mean person, but I can, of course, have moments. Except that was a big moment. Like, that was the one where the next day it was like, I woke up and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I have a lot of apologizing to do. Sincere apologizing, but apologizing. And the funny thing is, the person that this was with, we have talked since then. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't bring myself to message her and apologize. I thought that would be disingenuous to just send it through message. So the very next time we saw each other, she was like, hey, can we talk? And I'm like, hey, great, because I want to talk as well. And so it's all good. But I really did. It was not ugly. It was ugly. So that's an like, I think I'm more friendly than anything. Like, I will, if I'm really drunk, I will make friends with everybody. Get myself in trouble sometimes too. I'm like, yeah, I'll go home to a party at your house. Can you tell me your name? Just give your name to my friends. Like, I'll go. So, yeah.
One of these years,
creepy.
One of these years, we're gonna have the gumption to go back through all of our shows of the past year and do like a wrap up end of the year show, because we can get fucking funny.
This year has been really fucking funny.
The year itself, yes.
Mm-hmm. I used to watch, after every episode, I used to go back and watch it. And now sometimes there are episodes that I go back and watch, like, often, where I'm like, this was just fucking funny. Like, I remember walking out at the end of the night just hurting because we laughed so much. So,
you know, another one of my favorite podcasts does is they have their fans send in their most favorite parts of episodes, segments of episodes. Maybe we should do that. We should have like a contest and have our friends send in, have our fans send in their favorite bits or whatever.
Timothy's resolution is to finish at least 3 feature-length scripts.
Nice.
And Angel loves us. I'm assuming I'm included.
Of course you are.
If not, I will. I've never met you, but, we'll assume. And they hope to come back again this year. And I can't see what else is. It rolled down, but, yeah.
Well, we'll go and answer after show.
That's what I normally
We've only got about like 5 minutes left, right there, Johnny Fever?
5 minutes. So articles that we have.
So I posted, I saw it, just a brief glimpse of it today, about a trend that was happening on Instagram for reindeer boobs.
Can I hashtag that reindeer tit, though?
You can, but do the hashtag reindeer boob, because that is an actual hashtag. That is an actual hashtag on Instagram for reindeer boobs. I posted an article with a picture of a girl with her boob hanging out of her sweater, dressed like a reindeer.
Have we been blocked yet?
You can't see anything. The nipple is covered by Rudolph's nose, antlers, googly eyes.
I once got reported on my page for eating an ice cream cone.
Really?
Yes, fully dressed.
Would you do a reindeer boob?
No, because my reindeer boob would be like a
platypus
tit. Yeah, it'd be like a tiny miniature platypus tit. Like, it wouldn't. Like, that woman had, like, perky ass boobs.
It was perfectly round and standing up all on its own without support.
Boob. Yeah. No, I'm built like a 13-year-old pudgy boy, so my reindeer would look a little different.
I am just hoping that next year's trend will not be jingle balls. That's the only thing I'm hoping for.
I'm hoping it is. Do you want to try it out?
I thought Instagram had filters as well, or restrictions on what you could post up there as well.
Instagram you can get blocked on.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah.
Anyway, trends. 2016 trends. We should talk about that next week too. Let me write that down. Trends and predictions. Okay. So, what was the other story? Oh! Your buddy, your best friend, your paramour, Donald Trump,
I love him.
decided to take credit for Christmas.
Yes, for people spending more this year at Christmas. And if you read, it's posted on our page, but if you read through some of the tweets back, it is amazing. Actually, let me see.
Somebody
Keep
should
going, yes,
introduce
if I can.
him to Lucille.
So, Donald Trump on Twitter this week, he's been all over Twitter this holiday. First, of course, he has changed our nuclear arms policy.
Oh, yeah.
America's nuclear arms policy, and we're going to be expanding our nuclear arms as opposed to, what do you call it? Dismantling our nuclear arms as we're supposed to do according to our treaty.
And I believe, don't we already have more than anyone else?
I believe so, yes.
And really quick, before the night is over, you must sing George Michael, because you promised.
Which one? I have lyrics. to a
George
whole bunch
Michael
of-
from Arrested Development.
Oh, I don't know that one.
No, it's not. It's just the character. You got it.
So that's Donald Trump. The other thing I want to mention is also posted on our page is Carrie Fisher just passed as well.
She did.
Princess Leia from the Star Wars movies, or it's actually Colonel. Is she a Colonel?
General
General Leia.
Organa.
I don't know any of that.
I know you don't.
You should be ashamed of yourself. What kind of fucking American are you?
I know who Carrie Fisher is.
Who is she?
She's a famous actress. She was Princess Leia.
Who's her mother?
Oh, her mother is. Give me a second.
Anyway, so the thing that I posted
I'll
is
remember,
a
because
series of tweets by
she came
Anne
out.
Terrio, who is a feminist blogger, about how everybody has been posting pictures of the young Princess Leia, some with her gold bikini, some with the white dress and the hair buns.
Those are the ones I like.
I know you do.
There's a
yeah.
bunch of pictures of her flipping everybody off.
But she posted the picture of Colonel
Yeah.
Organa.
Sanders?
Right.
Sorry, I really shouldn't guess things I don't know. I was trying to help. Sorry.
About if you watched, what was the last movie? Force Awakens, right?
Yes.
When she made her reappearance in the Star Wars movies, she was a colonel. She was the only one out of the old crew that did not stop fighting. Han Solo quit, went back to doing his thing with the ship, and Luke went into a cave and hid. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. She was the only one that stayed fighting despite losing everything, including her husband and her brother.
Yep.
So anyway, it's a great series of tweets.
And her
so
son.
yeah, and her son. That's right, and her son.
Badass bitch.
Sorry, nerding out.
You can
Okay.
keep going.
And
Just didn't
then
smile.
what we got? 1 minute.
Yep.
Debbie Reynolds.
Who's her father?
Thanks, Tim.
Who's her father?
Burt Reynolds.
Eddie
her-
Fisher.
And then, of course, the loss. Okay, so in the last minute, 45 seconds here, of course, and I'll sing us out, right? So, George Michael, I grew up with him. I loved him, although I never publicly admitted that I loved him so much, but I loved Wham when they first came out. And George Michael was fucking gorgeous, still was fucking gorgeous. And even when he was caught in a bathroom with another dude and it came out that he was gay, I didn't care. Did not care. Still one of the most
You wanted to be in that
good-looking
bathroom.
guys. I did. I wanted to witness it with
I would
popcorn,
too.
butter
I would
flavored
too.
popcorn.
We need to make this happen.
Sing us out.
Not with him.
Okay, so their most famous hit, which was probably the Careless Whisper, which I'm not going to sing, right?
How does that go?
And you know this one. You know this one. Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go.
Keep going.
No, we're done.
He's gonna fade away. He needs something to fade out to. Keep going.
Nah, that's
Do
all right.
another one.
You want another one?
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, Prince.
Freedom.
I love that song too, right?
I do.
But that's the only part I know is the freedom 3 times.
That's all we need to know. And fade.
Oh, last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it away. Are we done?
No.
Can we
keep
be
going.
done?
Later, bitches.
Oh, that's right. This is Alexia,
Toxie.
and we will see you next week. If you're brave enough.
Later, bitches.